It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. On second down, ETN once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. The Ravens hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On first and 10, it's ETN. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Bengals very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Burrow will throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Gun, gun. Got.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
11 empty pace. 11 empty pace.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 11. 11.
And Burrow going to change the play.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
12.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them pickup.
Hey, middle.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A handoff running left is Etienne.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Myles Murphy.
In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
12. 11.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
11 empty.
Burrow on play action. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on the tack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Right on the coverage, we just saw him break out on third down. Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. They're able to find an open hole to complete that pass.
11 empty. 12. 11 coming.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Joe Mixon from 17 yards out. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Change it. 13. Hey, middle.
They go play action now. Jackson.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range.
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Ravens 17.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
I'm one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
11 empty. 12.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Hey, report! Report! You.
Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
A give running right, Etienne.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Second down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Middle. Hey.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary, be careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. 3rd and 2.
11. MT, take.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Here we go. 11. 11 MT, take. 11. Stop.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the the Cincinnati score. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll go on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. To throw again is Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not.
So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he's going to lose yardage here as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play.
Here we go, here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, stop.
Now back to throw.
That is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it at the 37. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Get on. Ready. Ready, on. You got to make a move.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give to Etienne.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
To throw is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed.